Hello students, this video lecture is for class 6, subject science, lesson number 1, and lesson name is Things Around Us. In this chapter, we will learn about characteristics of living things and non-living things and how to differentiate between two, and also differences between plants and animals. So let's start. First, see what are the few things which we see around us. For example, we can see around us plants, trees, birds, insects, animals, and humans. And I think what common in all these things are that they are living things. Plants, trees, birds, insects, animals, and humans, these all are living things. And few non-living things which we see around us, such as table, chair, book, electric pole, letterbox, computer, mobile. So these are all non-living things. Now see, in the next paragraph we will be talking about living things. And living things vary from one single celled amoeba to the huge blue whale, and plants are the most successful organism on the earth as they are self-sufficient to make their own food and hence far superior to animals which eat plants or other animals. Now let's see how one will be able to differentiate between living and non-living things. How I can say that this particular thing is living or not. So we must know what are the characteristics of a living things are. So few of the characteristics of living things are: they are able to move, they are able to grow, reproduce, respond to the stimulus, and perform certain chemical activities, etc. Now first is movement. All living things can move from one place to another, especially animals. Animals move from one place to another to find food and shelter. In times of danger, swift movement is the difference between safety and death. Next important characteristic of living things are growth and development. All the living things will grow from a smaller to bigger size, and their body will develop with the time. For example, a small plant starts growing from the ground, and slowly and gradually it becomes a huge tree. Another example from animal, such as dog, when it's very young and gradually with time its body becomes bigger in size, and not only its body becomes bigger in size but its organs and its body also develop with the time. Next characteristics is lifespan. What is lifespan? Lifespan is the maximum length of the time an organism can be expected to live, and lifespan varies greatly from one type of organism to another. For example, an elephant lives for about 60 to 70 years, while a Bristol cone pine tree may live up to 5,500 years old. And few more examples are given here on the right side of the page. For example, bacteria, it may live up to 20 minutes. Pea 1 year. Housefly 1 to 4 months. Mouse 2 to 3 years. Lion 2 to 25 years. Tortoise 120 to 150 years. Next characteristics is reproduction. And reproduction is the process by which living things produce the same type of living things or their own kind is known as reproduction. Crocodiles, for example, reproduces crocodiles. Human produces human, and dogs produces dogs. Next characteristics is response. As we know, living things respond to change in their surrounding. For example, if your hand touches something hot object, it immediately you will immediately withdraw your hand. This is because your body reacted to the change in the environment, and all living beings react to the changes around them. One more example of response of living organism, such as if you touch the leaves of touch me not plants or mimosa, its leaves will fall towards its midrib when they are touched. We can say that plants also show response to the stimulus. Now, what is stimulus? Scientists call each of the signals to which an organism reacts as a stimulus. Now, next characteristics is cellular structure. Just like your house, basic structure of your house is bricks, and same all living things such as plants or animals are made of the basic structure called cells. They are the basic building blocks of life. Let's know about structure of the cells. Cells is made up of protoplasm, which is a jelly-like blob, and also contains many minute structures such as nucleus, which is also known as brain of the cell, protoplasm, all the protoplasm outside the nucleus is called cytoplasm. This is the structure of an animal cell. And in plant cell, chloroplasts are also present there. Chloroplast contains the green pigment called chlorophyll, which captures the sunlight or sun energy and uses it to make food for the plant cell. Chloroplasts are only found in the plant cell. Next characteristic is adaptation. Ability of a living organism to develop special characteristics which helps him to live and survive is known as adaptation. For example, polar bears in the Arctic Circle, where they have thick fur which protects them from extreme colds. Birds have light and hollow bones which makes them light in weight and also help them to fly. And they are also covered with feathers which provide them lift. Another example is of elephant, and its adaptation is trunk. It is very powerful to break the trees and also very delicate to pick up a single nut thrown by a child in a shoe. So we can say that the adaptation is the process by which a living organism learns to survive and reproduce in its environment. Now, last characteristics of living things is excretion. Excretion is the process in which waste are removed from the body of the plants or animals, and normally animal wastes are sweat, urine, carbon dioxide, and plant wastes are mainly carbon dioxide and water vapor. These wastes may harm the body if they are not removed from the body. Now, these are the characteristics of the living organism, and next we will be seeing the characteristics of non-living things, but that will be in another part of this video. There will be also a second part of this video in which we will be discussing about characteristics of non-living things. So thank you for watching.